everybody, what's up? It's GleeCon, and I'm here once more on another episode of Lore of Final Fantasy, our weekly installment, as we do the same service for the World of Warcraft universe, or that we give to the Final Fantasy universe. I believe this is going to be our third episode as we play through Final Fantasy 2, so stay a while and listen. We're doing a little grinding right now to start us off. We have 2,000 gil. I don't remember how much we have. We've purchased Blink Protect Shell. I know that in the current town, if we look at our guide of Salamand, there are the life, what is called anti-exit and warp. I think anti is maybe dispel or something like that. I think we were gonna buy exit, one copy of exit, one copy of warp, and maybe a copy of anti. He was gonna have, I think sap was what it was. Or swap, I don't even freaking remember. Sap, swap. Warp and exit definitely, and life for sure. And then, I don't know, it's either sap or swap. I can't remember, but I think ultimately we wanted 2 lives and then 1 each of the other 3. So that's like 10. That can't be right? Did I not go in there and check it out? What did I have? Alright, so he doesn't have one yet. She doesn't have one. And that's, let alone, it's not even talking about gear. Where's the last town that we were at? Cure, Blink, Protect Shell. Yeah, we checked that place out. Those 2 towns. We're at this... and then we have to buy some weapons, too. I think we did buy the weapons. The mace, longsword, battle axe, and long bow. That feels like we have it. Do we? He's barehanded, of course. She's got the dagger. He's got the mace, so... Really, we don't have... Is the long bow better? Worse? Did I not buy those? I don't freaking know. And then bronze shield, helm, cuirass, and gauntlet. Yeah, we already have bronze shield, helm, cuirass. Okay. Yeah, so we got that for everybody. I think dagger was maybe the weapon? We definitely bought the mace, and he's using it for now. And maybe longsword and longbow were the same. It says something about if you're still training her with the bow. I'm not sure. I think maybe I gotta check this out. Because it's like, don't visit the towns or something. Or like, don't get caught. I don't remember. That's the magic shop. So let's see what we got here. Maybe the prices were different. Yeah, it's only 1,000, so teleport he already has, but I'm buying that for my main guy. Warp, we're gonna buy that for Guy. That's part of it right here, is that the prices were down. Sap, we're also getting for Guy. And then I wanted 2 lives, 1 for him and 1 for her. I mean, 1 for Guy and 1 for Furion. So we need 2. So 5,000 total, and we have 2,000 gil. And then I guess we maybe did do the weapons already. I really can't recall. There's the church. So we've obviously been in here and even talked to people, it would appear. Yeah, mace, we already bought one. Longsword, battle axe, longbow. So I did not buy the broadsword. So I do need to buy these. Let's have 1 longsword. He can get a battle axe, and then 1 long bow. So that's a little bit of weapon. Maybe that's where my money was coming out. So Because she's using Dagger, but he can switch over to Battle Axe for now. And... okay. And then she has Dagger, because we're training her in shields. And I just have to be smart before we lose Minwu to not let him walk off with whatever items we have. Okay. Yeah, we're all good on that. So the only thing that we... I don't know that I went and talked to everybody in the town or not. I can't remember. Alright, so... we have 1,400 and it sounds like we need 5,000. Because I don't think we purchased any of the magic yet. No. Alright, so that's our goal for today. And we can continue to work our magic. Why not, right? At least until it's gone. He's been working on Blink. Maces, we don't have to care about him. Alright, so everybody else is just leveling up their magic, really. Until it won't level up no mo. Nice, he just absorbed it. That one escaped. So this is also kind of why I am just gonna cast away or whatever, because why not? Guy's spirit went up. Good job, Guy, for casting magic. I didn't even look at the Gil. I think goblins are the best for Gil. I'm just gonna hug the mountains. We kind of walked around a lot last episode. Okay, so... and I guess we're just gonna go until the magic don't work no mo. Until we run out of MP. I'm not really worried about punching each other because we all actually have pretty good magic. I mean, pretty good HP right now. Far beyond what I think we would actually need at this stage in the game, since I'm grinding more than most people would. Why would you do that? Because. That's it. Just because. I'm like your dad. I'm your dad. As the kids say, you're my son. It doesn't make sense. The kids say you're my son. Okay, I'll think this one through. Nice block, Guy. Warrior extraordinaire. Last magic for her. Man, Minwu's just too fast. Guy's blink is up. Good job, Guy. You're really good at blinking. You're a blinking master. Okay, we do have a cave way over here. Vampire thorns. Alright, that's what we were doing. It is... when it's like two people like this, and I can't get a run off, then we just go fast. And we're keeping a track. We're only at 1,600. It's pretty much like 75% of the time you get like no money. And then every once in a while you'll get a good pack of money. Still raising that shell. Still raising that thunder. See, how come he can't go not first when I only have one more person? Alright, so Maria, did you get any goods? Bam, bam. I mean, part of it is, I guess, the fact that he is attacking... that were, I don't know. Furian's shell went up, Maria's thunder went up, Guy's spirit went up. Good. So she still needs to raise her blizzard, but that's okay. We're in the ice land. Alright, so his shell is now level 2. Now we're going to go with his blink. She cannot attack anything. And we're still going to raise his blink. So they'll at least get one round. They'll continue to work their magic. And once we get low magic, I guess we're going back to the shops. And also, I think it's hard to raise our MP. Because... Oops. Because... Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Dodged. Because it's like you'd have to cast better magic. 64 is not that bad. Alright. 1,700 of the 5,000 that we want. Also, we're going to be spending Summon and In. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, baby. Just please, just forgive me. But I have noticed that raising our MP is quite difficult. I guess we would have to get some... I mean, we need higher level magic is really what it's about. Alright, so we're going to raise our evasion so much, they ain't even going to be able to hit us no more. I mean, his raise is faster because he's... Oh, she still got hit. Didn't even matter. Okay. We're just gonna double blink. Because that's the spells we're trying to raise up. Nice. I mean, I don't know if they can raise their magic up or not, but they can. Still raise their MP, so why not, right? Guy's spirit went up. His spirit keeps going. What is his spirit? So Furion's spirit is 16. Dang it. And his is 18, so actually his spirit, which I believe is your white spellcasting magic, his is actually better than Furion's. So he's definitely more of a paladin type, whereas... Well, I'm making him almost like a red mage. I can't get it together. I can't decide. Bop, bop. You guys can't do nothing to me. Ha ha. See, this is, I guess, the gimmick where it used to be like just if you targeted, you gained some points. Guy's HP went up, but that's every 10 fights. Alright, we're at basically 2,000 gil. This takes a long time. And once everybody is out of magic, then we're going to go back to the... Not counting Minwoo, I don't care about him. Because I think you only keep those characters for a short little while, and then they will eventually leave you. Bam, bam. Furion's HP, Minwoo's strength. And we got a potion. Thanks. I think we went up here before and you could fight like a soldier. Ow. You're going down. He slashed, he shot. He really doesn't like Guy. One hit from Minwoo. A mace up. Maria's HP went up. Yeah, that's why HP doesn't really matter, because I guess HP will consistently, in this version, it'll go up no matter what. I think we need the bike or whatever it is, the snow car. Yeah, there we go. Okay. We're gonna keep blinking so hard. We have 4 turns of linkage. Nice. Our evasion is quite nice. Throw some blink on there. Uh-oh. lost it. I mean, and I guess we can eat things up. I don't know. Shrink, shrink. Yeah, I'm not. I mean, excuse me. I don't know if we can go up every. Furian's blink went up. Furian's spirit went up. Guy's spirit. Minwu's HP. Okay. Good. Spirit is going up, just not MP. So blink is now level 2, level 3 for him. Great. And we work our way back down. I think we're getting pretty close to... Alright, so protect now. Blink. Alright, this will be Guy's last magic. So now he cannot cast anymore. And it'll be Furian's. Haha. That's why he just has more magic, so it's... takes him longer to level up what he has. That's it. I feel like you gotta be better, bro. Yeah, see, he's still missing with Protect. I mean, Minwu with that mace. He ain't messing around. Did I not give him the battle axe? I thought I did. Look, that's 2 misses in a row. Okay, got one more off. There you go, got her that time. Furian's spirit and magic. Guy's blink went up. Minwu's staff and shield. Alright, so Guy is level 4, level 4. And, yeah, cool. So he's still got a pinchy of magic. For Furian. Then I guess we're gonna go stay at the end. I mean, only other thing we can do is, like, attack each other. You're dead, soldier boy. The rapper. Yeah, so, to recap what the story has been so far, we... 49, so 50 I knew was enough to kill it. Now you know 49 is enough to kill it. What is our... Oh man, the gil is so low. 2,200 out of 5,000. This is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Sprinter. I mean, I think we are basically invincible at this point. Like, not really. I bet you if you emulate or whatever long enough, it was agility. But this is rough. 18 gil at a time. We're trying to get to 5,000. There you go. This should be better. Get off me, you fool. Oh. Okay. This should last us 2 to 3 turns. He missed himself with Protect. Bummer. I guess that's all you can really do is just be like, increase the chance of success on Protect, because what else are you gonna do? Alright, he's got, so we've got 2 more casts of Protect needed. 250 gil that time. See, that's more than we've gained like this entire episode in one fight. Soldier boy. We need to get 2 casts of Protect off. Not this time. Minwu's agility. And yeah, we save Minwu's MP because he will heal everybody up right before we go into the end. That'll make the end. There we go. This should be our last fight needed. We should get 2 casts to Protect off. You can do it. Nice. 2 successes. Chop, chop. Okay, we took down the Queen Bee and her 89 guild. Furian's Protect went up. Guy's HP went up. Alright, so we got level 3 spells on there. I can't remember what the max level of magic is. We should probably look that up. Alright, so now we're going to go to Minwu. He's going to cure everybody. Oh, it levels you up outside of combat? What? That's freaking ridiculous. I didn't know that. But it's not helping. First of all, you can only cast some. How much will it cost me? 200. So that's lame. So... Alright, while that is going, let's look at our... So, with... to recap on our walkthrough. You can't order how you're lined up in formation, but you can make it front or back line, which I think that's different. If you're in the front, you can use melee, but from the back you can't. Instead of reduced damage, you just can't. However, if you're in the front, anybody can hit you, whereas in your back, you can only be hit by spells and ranged. And you can't cheat this by moving everybody to the back. So that's just a quick little splurds. Oh my goodness. Alright, here we go. We are now going to level up the magic again. Hooray. Well, now that I know Guy can do... But either way, it's better to use our MP just on the off chance that we can gain some MP. So she's at 72 MP. That's good to know. They're both in the 50s. They need more MP. Okay. Alright, so as we continue to be silly boys... I did not know. Also, I just saw him get to level 8, so I don't know what the max level is of magic, but... It's gotta be at least 8. Aha, no damage. I don't know what. Yeah, she's gonna get a blizzard off. Okay. 129, Furian's HP, her intelligence. Guy's MP went up. Hooray. Okay, yeah, I guess whatever, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Finding out. This is terrible. We're not even halfway. Alright, so I guess if we went through... We could speed things up a little bit if we... But the problem is... I have to be really... Her HP went up. I have to be really good or I won't know what the leveling up process is. Yeah, like this is done. See his agility and HP. Like, I want to be able to make sure I know what happens. Okay. So now this is a different sitch. Because since I know I'm going to get multiple turns, I absolutely can just go to the next turn like that. So yeah, like I said, completely different sitch. I can just skip. Now, I don't know if time matters. Okay, intelligence went up. Her magic went up. Guy's spirit and magic. Good. Okay, so we had a little bit of... I don't know what made his magic go. I think it's the usage of MP makes a chance. Ambushed. So we skip through that. Okay. Shell again. Blizzard. Cure. Yeah, because we can at least increase the speed of our fighting somewhat. Okay, they escaped. Chicka, chicka, chicka. So maybe that will help us with our grinding a pinch, since it's taking so long. Alright, her blizzard went up, his spirit went up. Hooray! And we are at 2,700. Still need 2,300. Yeah, it's so long. We're gonna have to increase the grind. Gotta happen, guys. Yeah, when it's like this, I don't even care. Oh, cool. Antidote and eye drops, you say? Alright, so, yeah, to recap our mission. So, thus far, oh. She's the one that raised. Okay. He gets a new fire. I want to see her new fire. The mission starts where you are there's 4 of you in a town. These guys plus 1 more. I think that's the same as last time. And basically these guys attack basically, I don't know, the Empire, whatever they're called in this game. Essentially the Empire. And you are fleeing from them, and of course we are not anything special, so we are like viciously destroyed quite quickly. But we were found by Furian's shell went up, Maria's intelligence and magic went up, Guy's cure went up, and MP again, and Guy's magic. Good for us. So Guy is up to, he's freaking as much as Maria now. Look at you, Guy. So basically the rebels, whatever they're called. Alright, so now we can go to Blink again for him. And now he can start casting Blink as well. And after they his Furian spirit went up. After they rescue us, 2,900. They basically say that like the small village to the north, is under attack, but there's if we really want to help and be part of the alliance or whatever, then we could go scout out this town, because supposedly one of their operatives is like hiding out in this town. And if we wanted to, like, yeah, just go check it out if we really want to get involved. So we do. And we are successful. And they're like, oh, he's out of magic. And they're like, okay, well, you actually are good at this. So you've earned the right to try one more mission. And they say there's actually a Furion Spirit and magic went up. There's actually a better town. I think Spirit increases the rate at which your magic points go up. I think that's what Spirit does. Something like that. So they're like, there's actually a more important guy that's... No. I lie. How does it go? Yeah, I mean, I remember the first thing is that little town. She can't cast anymore either. Guy's HP went up. I don't know if Furion's anything went up. Alright, we can do like 2 more casts, and then it's time to go back to the town again. What? I want to get this last cast up so we can go back to the town next time. Okay, now everybody can attack. Yeah, so he sends you up. We got 200, and my blink went up, and my HP went up for Furion. Okay, so cool. Man, Furion just cannot gain MP. I think the town... Oh, I went the wrong way. Yeah, so basically... Ow. Yeah, I actually think not healing is going to be better. Yeah, so then they send us to another town. Yeah, they sent us to the first town. I don't remember. What's it? Argil. Oh, you know what? We should. For actually, no. I don't care. I'm gonna work on this other stuff. It's about the same. Yeah, if I use his heal and yeah, because his heal costs 8, and whatever. It's about the same. It's unfortunate. 230 gil. Ugh. We could sell some potions or whatever, but it's fine. We're slowly raising our magical prowess. Alright, since we just did that let's look at what is battle. Just says you're arrayed on the right, enemies on the left. You give the orders. If you're incapacitated by status ailments, you're attacked until the end. You can attack. Use magic, use items, or flee. I think there's also defend, so this is obviously so just the very basic logistics of what is battle, and we've already kind of learned that. Alright. Under 2,000 to go. I don't know. What the heck? I think there's... I guess we've only done one mission. The mission to Finn. So that's it. So I think that's all we did. We basically... You go and you find that. Turns out that... A guy's agility went up. It turns out that when you get that operative... Okay, so here we go. Protect. Thunder. Blink. Attack. And this is basically where... Oh, I don't know why I did thunder. I should have done fire. Okay. Protect. Fire. Blink. Attack. I mean, we're getting there. Fury and Spirit, Intellect, Spirit, yeah. No H. No MP. Bro, he sucks. I mean, with his Spirit going up, though, maybe that will help the MP. Yeah, and then it turns out that operative, he was hiding the guy, the brother, an important person in the camp that they care about, and he's the brother of one of the dudes. And also the boyfriend or sort of love interest of the leader of the Rebel Alliance. And once you find him, he's dead. Or he dies in your arms. And then they're like, okay, now you've proven yourself. You actually are less useless than we thought. We would like to use you on our operations. So since that's what we're gonna do, we now are sending you on a real mission to go to like one of their little towns, and we need you to infiltrate that town. And because there's a guy there, Furian's Spirit, Maria's Fire, Magic, Guy's Spirit, Minwu's Strength. Maria's Fire, probably the most important thing there. Because I guess there's a guy who is in charge of the... Or he's like their blacksmith? Oh, no. I remember. There is a dude that they want to have mithril weapons. And they sent a person to scout the mithril from the mountains, because then we could use it for weapons. But the last they heard of him, he was hurt. It was heard that he was up in this town right here. So we need to go find out what happened to this dude. That's where we're at. Oh. That's the nature of the beast. That's the story. And then we got to this town, and it turned out there was all kinds of Maria's HP. Turns out there was all kinds of good loot. I mean, shops up here. We're at 35.8. That is the current iteration of our mission. 47's enough to kill him. 37 gil hurt Minwu's HP. So, I don't know. We're just gonna see how it works out, guys. A Sasquatch. He got knifed. I mean, the good thing is that those count as a battle. 9 gil is nothing, but it's 1/10 of the way to an HP upgrade for one of our people. So that's cool. Ah, yeah. These sprinters, this side of the mountain is not very good, I guess. Ugh, the gil is painfully low. So I guess we really need to be at like 52 something. Why? At least it'd be cool if these guys could every now and then drop like a... They're not even worth anything, is it? No. Yeah, like the tier of mob we're at is not strong enough for us to level our weapons. There we go. Okay. Oh, I should have looked at that tier. Oh no, we already determined that it wasn't. This tier of thunder wasn't gonna do anything. I guess we can watch once and see. Thunder level 4. Yeah, it's the same as. Maybe it's a little cooler. That's what I'm skipping each time. Those animations. Ow. I mean, I'm a little bummed that it can still do that with the amount of time we spend. I mean, her magic's getting pretty strong. Yes. 166, Furian's magic, Maria's MP, and magic, Guy's MP. Why does everybody except for Furian gain MP? Is it the spirit? The spirit's up to 22. I don't remember what spirit does, to be honest. We looked at stats last time and I already forgot. I thought spirit was like your magical power, like your white magic power. But now I wonder if it's like something to do with your ability to increase your MP. But then is his good, bad? I mean, we already looked and I know it's lower than... But also, he has the least amount of magic, so that makes sense, actually, too. I mean, he has the most diversity of magic, so his magics are then consistently lower level than everybody else. So that actually makes sense that he would stick around the longest. Even though right now he seems to be catching up on everybody else because his magic points are so much lower than everybody's. Furian's Protect went up, and both their spirits went up. I mean, good. We'll have to look up what the stats do, because I don't remember. Okay, we're almost at 4,000 gil. Okay. Oh, we're up to Shell now. I think that's what... I don't... Nothing. Just another... At least 45 gil. That's good. You dirty rat. You killed my mother. Oh, 54. So anyway, that's where we're at. As soon as we get this gold up, which we're close, it's going to happen today, we will... I mean, the best way, if we wanted to really, is get it down to like one guy, just fight your brains out. Like, get everybody else just guard, and then have your one person cast all their mana. Alright, here we go. I mean, he's doing good. He's getting his stuff up. They all are, really. Okay. Uh-oh. She's out of magic. Cool. And so Furion is almost out of magic, too. Guy's Blink went up. Minwoo's HP. So Guy's Blink is now also level 5. Looks like the spells don't really stop leveling up. I need to stay over here. I think that's part of it. I gotta fight goblins. There we go. Oh, he can still keep casting. He's got 2 more casts, baby. He might get out of... Oh, this is his last one. And... if he just defends, we'll make sure that we get out of... Oh, they ran. Okay, everybody cast all their magic. He still did not increase his MP. You butthole. Okay. So... time to rest again. Alright, so I'm not even worried about attacking people anymore since I've learned that magic points help us out. Alright, how much does this inn cost? We're at 43. 252. It's that freaking... it's the mana. Mana costs 250 to refill. Everybody else, 893, 89, their magic points are shooting up. They're almost as good as Minwu. Except for Firion. Firion the Turd Knocker. Alright, Firion the Turd Knocker. Alright, he's blinking. Okay. Alright, what happens here? Well, we gained all... Firion Spirit went up again. Intelligence, magic. Oh, you know what? Let's check what we would have seen. Okay, let's status ailments. So this is what you get. Basically, the difference between this and Final Fantasy 1 is some status ailments end when the battle ends. And some don't. That's actually the same. Basuna and Esuna are used separately. Basuna is temp. Esuna is the permanent. But not everything can heal it right away. You have to level up those skills in order to make them better. And at a high enough level, Esuna can cure death? That's cool. Alright, so what are these different things? There's Venom. That is a poison that can help within that slowly does you, but it wears off after the fight. And any Basuna level 1 or higher can cure you, or antidotes. Sleep, you just fall asleep. Basuna level 2 or higher, or if you get hit by a physical attack. Silence or mute. You can't use magic. That lasts outside of a fight, and you need Esuna level 3 or higher, or Echo Grass. Mini, it shrinks you, which makes your defense and attack much worse. You need Basuna level 4. There's no items. Paralysis. I think if you cast Mini again, it reverses it, or on some it does. You can't do anything, but it's temporary, but it does require Basuna level 5 or higher. Confused. They will attack allies, themselves, whatever. It's hard to say, but it's temporary. Basuna level 6. Darkness, dark, blind. It's permanent now, as opposed to the last game. Accuracy lower, but it just requires Esuna level 1 or higher eye drops. Poison is the permanent version of Venom. Gradually reduces your HP. But it only requires Esuna level 1 or higher, or an antidote. Curse, it is basically like a permanent version of Mini. Esuna level 2 or higher to cure, or a cross item. Amnesia, or forget, or dumb. You can't. It's basically like silence, but permanent. Esuna level 3 or higher, or a mallet to bonk you on the head. Toad turns you to a toad. You are basically minied, plus you can't use items or magic, and it's permanent. Esuna level 4 or higher, or Maiden's Kiss. Petrify permanently turns you to stone. You need a gold needle or an Esuna of level 5 or higher, and it's effectively death. And then there's actually dead. Raise or Esuna level 6 or higher, or Phoenix Downs, or Sanctuaries. Yada, yada, Alright, so that was our... Which tab was this? This was gameplay. So controls. It says characters are next. That's way back. That's way up there. Actually, controls should be next. We could peek at them next time. Alright, maybe we will be lucky enough to level up after this. I mean, in this particular round of stuff. Maybe. Hard to say. And we are continuing to follow the same pattern. What do we get, huh? Maria's thunder and intelligence, Guy's spirit. Guy is a very spiritual dude, man. He's a very spiritual dude. 43, so... The bees just don't give as much as the goblins. These guys suck. Thanks for the antidote. I mean, they scared me into feeling like I should keep all of these dumb items after I just read that list. I'm like... I mean, I only have 17 potions. It's not like that. Alright. Army of... Okay, she needs to do Blizzard now. Army of dudes. Activate. Army of hornets. We are going to be so strong. I mean, we are incrementally, except for Furian's magic points. Fine. Fine. Everybody is fine except for Furian and his dumb magic points. Blizzard level 4. I feel like maybe the graphics are a little different. I don't know. It's probably just me thinking it. Furian's shell went up. Maria's intelligence, magic. Guy's HP and spirit and magic. Furian's shell finally went up. Alright, maybe now they're just casting level 4 spells. Like a big boy. He'll be able to... Where are we at? 4, 4, 5. Need roughly 800. Roughly 800 money. Wrong button. I guess I could have magicked on that one, but I felt like it. 3 dudes, and they're the plants. I just didn't care. There we go. This is what we're looking for. I'm sorry. This is not... No! No! Oh! I should save. What a waste. Catch us again. Probably. What if I fight in the swamps? How is Swampland? What's down here? Yes! We are here to not protect you. We're here to kill you. Alright, so this is... yeah. Trying to manufacture something interesting to say about our 800th fight against goblins. It's not working for me. 100. Furian's MP went up! Ah! Up to 68. 14 MP. That's good. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we, like, eventually have to row up those waterfall, but we can't go up there right now. Oh, gosh. Maybe I should fight down here. These are where the goblins are at. He says after fighting 2 in a row. That must mean they're here forever now. It can't not be true. Oh, you know what? I think I just realized, yeah, I just cast Shell a bunch of times and I should be casting Cure or whatever. I wonder, do you not get Cure if it doesn't actually heal? $138, Guy's Spirit. Let's see. Now we gotta look at magic. No, it's leveling. It's going there slowly. Oh, and he already was pretty high on that. Okay. Not too shabby. 4,700. Roughly 500 more. No. Wish there was like a little permanent gill. Yeah, these guys aren't worth it. Go back up to my camp. I mean, whatever. The goblins were not appearing like more or anything. They're just... Hello, goblins. How do you feel about your friends, the other goblins? Do you think they suck? 82 gil. I'm losing the thread, man. I'm losing the thread of the mission. I've been out in the wilderness for so long. Alright, what did we do yesterday? Well, yesterday we played our weekly classic installment. We did the Test of Skulls. It was a long episode. And my computer, I didn't start uploading it until like late in the evening. And then sometimes it's weird. Sometimes if I just let my computer go into rest mode, it will keep uploading. And sometimes it will just pause the upload. So by the time you're watching this, everything will be uploaded, but it paused the upload, so when I came in from work today, expecting it to be done, it was at 10%. And it now takes, especially a long one like that, 7-8 hours to upload. So, yeah. Guy's Spirit, Minwoo's HP and Agility. Okay. 4,900. We just need a little bit over so that we can stay at the inn. Sasquatch! Why am I doing this? Well, I'm pot committed now. All of a sudden, Furion is going to be, like, higher than the other guys. Sasquatch being killed by Blizzard seems counterintuitive. Yeah, because, and that's the other thing that sucks about MP, it's like the amount you spend in one fight. Alright, so Furion is now out of magic. She can cast one more, and actually, because his magic went up so much... I didn't see. 68? I think that's where I was before. Alright, so we just actually need a little bit more of Guy magic casting. And actually we're at 5119, so... maybe. Oh. I want to cast on himself because I want it to be like as high as possible. I didn't see. Yeah, because we still have 2 more castings of Cure. Also, I mean, our guild, maybe we're gonna be high enough? Oh. But I'm not 100% sure. Like, we're at 53. This should be good, though, right here. Let's see if he can cast before everybody attacks. Oh, no. No! Guy, you son of a biscuit. Alright, fine, you know what? Let's just actually, let's get up there and see. Yeah. We'll just have him cast it outside of combat. Oh, you can't. Doesn't want to let you. Yeah, bows. Oh, that's alright. We'll just screw it. 239. Yes, please. Alright. Alright, so now we can go buy the last magic. And I don't remember what happened when we talked to that dude. If we're being real, I don't know that I actually progressed the quest. Okay, so we want life. For each of them. Sap was a foe reducer. That's just for him because I don't care. It's just reducing their MP. Warp was also just for him. And then teleport was just for him. Sap. Warp. Life. Alright, so he has life now. And I want Guy to have it too, because chances are he'll live longer than other people. Sap, that's also Guy, so now he's gonna have a nice assortment of white and black. And warp. Okay, oh, and teleport? That's Furion. Alright, so now I have the magic to cast this stuff. Yeah. And I just don't know if what that'll do. Alright, so let's go ahead and first of all, directions. We're playing the PSP version technically, so the left stick would move us around. X would talk. Holding circle would run or cancel. Triangle would be main menu. Holding both of circle and select would be the map. Swapping the displayed character is not available in this version. And swapping in menus we can do. It's L and R. So it just can't do both. The left trigger is multi-targeting, which we can't do in this version. But you can just go left all the way. Same thing, right targeting. Also toggles the mini-map. We can't do that in this version. Pause is also not available. The party menu is opened by selecting the original NES menu. Nothing now. And the shortcut from the magic menu in the PlayStation video, you could do square, L1, L2, R1, R2. Open up the various shortcut to magic, item, equipment, status, formation. Square on the version we're playing opens up the bestiary. I did not know that. And L1 or R1 will help you scroll faster and changes icons. Cool. Next is the interface, which we will discuss some of those next time, but let's go back. Alright, so we need to go to the house in the northeast corner. We will learn about Mithril by asking him, and he'll be like, prove ourselves. Rescue the people that have been captured. I don't remember if we did that or not. We've got the weapons, and we're going to be going to Summit Falls. So first, Let's see if we talked to this guy already. Or anyone in the town, really. What do these people say? I had the strangest dream last night. I was chasing this flame around, but then lost sight of it at a fork in the road, and when I finally caught it, I woke up. Okay. Summit Falls is beyond the mountain range to the south of Salamand. That's where the Empire's been mining its mithril. Okay, so it's another town. The Empire's enslaved the men of Salamand and forced them to work in the cave at Summit Falls. Please, you have to help them. Please, please. Fine. I will help them. I promise. And there's one thing I know. I will never break a promise. I love Joseph, but I know that when I'm around, I'll just get in his way. Yes, that is her voice. Okay, we have a neat deer head. Empty room. And here's Joseph. He's bald with a shoulder pad thingy. He looks like Dr. Wily, kind of. You have business with me? How about Wild Rose? You're here for Lady Hilda? A little short in the tooth, aren't you? You kids can't fool me. About an airship? There's a guy who knows all about airships. Why should I tell you who he is? How about Mithril? Mithril? I haven't found it yet. I do have a few leads, but I don't plan on sharing what I do know with a bunch of perfect strangers. I'm gonna need you to do a little something to prove you are who you say you are. There's a bunch of people from Salamand who are being forced to work in the cave at Summit Falls. Rescue them and we'll talk. Fine. You so-and-so. Off we go to Summit Falls. Let's save. Alright, meanwhile, it says we must travel south. Can we look at the map? So the overall map here is Summit Falls. Looks like it's E. So we go down to the swamp we were. We have to go not up to the waterfall. We got to go all the way around and then walk up because it's at the top of the falls. That makes sense. Okay. Be aware that we will fight a bunch of strong people. Green slimes must be defeated with magic. We have some maps right here. Doors to empty rooms. The doors deposit you in rooms with high encounter rates. You'll find we need to get to the 3rd floor to rescue the slaves. Behind 3 doors, you can see them right here. Where we will also find someone named Paul. Alright, so we're going to be going all the way down. Cool. And there is a boss at the end. On the 5th floor. So cool. And before we get to the boss, we'll read about this dude. So there we go. Meanwhile, before we make our journey, there's getting around. It says that there's grassland, forest, oceans by ship that can be docked at ports like Final Fantasy 1. Rivers by canoe. So basically now that we have the canoe, we can automatically just travel over a river. Mountains are impassable. Airships we can fly, but we can only land in the grass, just like FF1. Occasionally we'll get to towns, castles, or caves, and we'll zoom in. And you can get some information, sometimes useless, sometimes important, sometimes key words that we can memorize, and sometimes treasure chests with rare, key, or common items. Sometimes we can find shops. And we will fight random encounters in the world and in dungeons, but not when we're on the airship. Sometimes random encounters are pre-programmed. And that's the game in a nutshell. Alright. So I'm going to go... We're going to just be conservative about our fighting for now. Stick to manual until we fight something new. Okay, we're going to go across and then wrap around by canoe. Oh. we're going to keep our eyes out and maybe we'll fight a new type of mob. Nope, we have fought many a sprinter before. Nothing to see here. Guy already has 540 life. Wowzers. Okay, so we're in a big forest now as we wrap around up to the top of the falls. A bunch of big old hornets. Did one run? I feel like somehow two were dead there. Life is still fine. Just fine. Alright, so we've made it to the top of the falls. And there is the cave. And there's still a bunch of goblins. Alright, we've made it into the cave. Cement Falls. Also, by the way, there's a sub-screen. On the sub-screen, we can open up and look at items, magic, equipment, status, our formation. In Origins, there's something called memory, which is a save. A config, we can also look at the bestiary. And we can save the game to one of the slots. The saving can be saved with the memo method, which is like our emulator, or a saving on the world map. And the configuration, we can do auto target, which we can't do. The map turned on and off. The B button dash. Actually, I want the memory. Let's turn that on. Configuration. Memory. I like that one. Message speed, that's fine. And here we can view the bestiary and change the window color. But I'm not doing that right now. So later on, we can decide if we care about the bestiary or not. I don't really think I do. Alright, and then next is characters. This is the bigger part, and we will get some spoilers when we do this, but it's not that big a deal. As well as that diagram, that triangle we already looked at before. Alright, so first cave. We enter here, and we're gonna... I don't know what that little... Is that supposed to be a chest? I don't know. Okay, but there is 10 gil over there and 200 gil over there, and I don't know what the heck that blue thing is, so let's find out. Alright, so it's kind of dark. What is this thing? So some kind of frozen crystal thing that we cannot interact with. More goblins. So nothing special worth worrying about right now. I don't know if I could fall off there. There's our first 200 gil is right there. Oh, it said 10. Sasquatches? Nothing special. So far the caves are... Ow. What we've got used to fighting. Well, Maria's been hurt a little bit. Okay. Okay, wait a minute. Actually, this little path right here leads us to the second chest. 400 gil. So, much better gil rewards. And now... a sprinter. So, the first floor is just like what's outside. Cool. 4 gil. Alright, we've made it to the second floor. Let's look at the thing again. Alright, so who are our characters? Well, there's Firion. He starts as a sword and shield guy. He is well balanced, and people compare him to a red mage, red wizard. I like his art here. Pretty neat. That art on the old drawings, maybe in the manga. Maria says worries about her brother Leon. We're going to be hunting for him for some time, and she is, because of her high starting intelligence, she's easily transforms to a black magic caster as long as a bow. And the final bow in the game is a black magic bow. So, she's a good person to combine with bows and black magic. She is good at that. She's basically the best as a black wizard. And Guy, their third person, is a strong, physically disciplined dude, and he's very gentle and naive. He can also talk to animals? Okay. He is very good at white magic, and he fights with an axe. High strength, good dex. He is basically the same as the paladin warrior from the first game. Temporary characters that we only get for specific missions. We already have Minwoo right now. We will have him for Mission 2, which we're on right now, Mission 3, and at the very end of the game. That's it. He is so good at healing with max white spell slots and a pretty strong staff that he makes the game easy mode. Cool. He's basically a white wizard. Joseph, who we've already met, I guess we will eventually get to have him on Mission 4 and the end game mission. He has no monks because he uses karate with no weapons. So yeah, he's basically like a monk. Same attributes, same lack of weapon, even though he has a samurai sword. Gordon is the person that we met in the town. We already met him too. In missions 5 and 7, we will use him. He is a spear and shield wielding person that has trash stats, but his stats raise very high. He has no comp for Final Fantasy 1. He's just a balanced... He can be whatever you want him to be. You mold him in your image. Layla is eventually the pirate. There are characters like her in later games, and she starts with black magic sword and dagger, and she's good at fighting at sea. Says she's the only character proficient in daggers specifically. So you will get her on missions 6, 8, and 9. She's basically like a thief, but not full on ninja. More thief, not ninja. Ricard is the last of the Dragoons, and he is the first introductory to our Dragoon class, which will rear its head again, I don't know, maybe in 3, but definitely one of the main playable types in Player 4. He's a spear and shield wielder, but he's better. And he is, while he can be good at white magic, his black magic is actually really good because his ultimate weapon is a black magic weapon. And you will have him for missions 10, 11, and 12, and the extra mission at the end. And we will not rescue Leon, it appears, until the final mission, so that's a spoiler. It's Maria's brother, my adopted brother, Furion's adopted brother, and he is an axe and sword wielder, but by the time you get to him, you can get him on whatever you want. He's good at magic, more black than white, and so he's basically like the ninja because he's going to be a good melee caster that can use some black magic. And they show you right here. So the top is characters that have limited magic. The bottom is great magic. The left is you're good at healing, and the right is you're good at black. So Furion is the well-balanced character, and Gordon is just a slightly less magical, well-balanced character. Whereas Guy and Layla are slightly less magical than Furion, with Guy leaning toward white magic, Layla leaning toward black. Leon, Ricard, and Joseph being ultimately trash at magic, and then Minwoo being pure white and Maria being pure black. And we will discuss weapons next floor. Alright, how are we doing on time, by the way? Okay. Alright, floor B. We have started right here. We're going to start in the water. There are some eye drops. Maybe we need the boat for that. Not sure. Oh no, wait. We start here. Eye drops, potion, potion, and then we'll go to floor B. So, can we walk on the water? Oh, we can. Glub, glub, glub. Okay. Now that we're in floor 2, there are goblins and balloons. We absolutely want to fight all of these balloons. No, no, no! Why did I do that? Because I think they blow up if you don't fight them. Thank goodness that she just auto went after that. Okay, good. Okay, so I think they automatically blow up. So they can be annoying. But luckily we got them. Eye drops, great. Okay, the next one is very close by. Double Sasquatch party. Okay, so floor 2. Got a potion. More of the same. And then at the bottom. Pretty linear. Floor 2. And not really anything worth writing home about, other than those balloons. A high potion. That is our first high potion. So let's sort. Cool. Okay, so. Oh, you cannot attack. Because they are in the back row. Oh no. Okay, but we got a free turn. Alright. Therian's HP went up? Never his MP. Never. Alright, so it appears that this back room, the first 3, the doors on the left, on the right, are all wrong. Alright, so that opens us up to B. B will eventually take us down to floor 3. Good, so we went in the right room. The other ones are trap rooms, they said. Okay, there are 2 rooms here. They just are treasures. They just have money. Okay, the one to the south is goblins out the wazoo. No problem. Maria's HP went up. Good. 200 gil. So no more of these little, oh, you're going to get 2 gil type of things. Alright, so Minwoo's HP went up. Pretty decent. We're fine on these guys, to be honest. And we're still not leveling up any. Okay, we're at a crossroads. We kind of go looping around here. This is to this kind of. Let's see, that used to be 1 gil. There's nothing down to the south. So the treasure is definitely better. And then I think our far left door is our non-trap door. So now that's it. We're on floor 3. This is where the slaves are. Or the whatever you want to call them. Alright, let's look at weapons. Let's just start with bows. So we started with the broadsword, and we've recently upgraded to the longsword, which was almost twice as strong, but its hit per chance is lower. We will get the next will be the mithril sword, which is almost double strong as long. Then much later we'll get the winged sword, which is more than twice as good, and the hit chance is almost back to broadsword level. Then there will be the ancient sword, which curses on hit, but it is pretty weak, and its hit percentage is trash. So I don't know if that's the right order. It's better than the mithril sword, but much worse than the wing. The sleep blade is also low percent chance to hit, but it is stronger than even the ancient sword, and inflicts sleep on hit, but it also is a worse evade sword, so it's a bit slower. The blood sword is trash, but it has a 100% chance to hit, and it simply drains your HP. But it is also terrible for your magic. The Gaia blade is just a strong sword, stronger than the winged sword. The flame sword even stronger, and the hit is back to that 60% with fire. Ice brand even better, 62% plus, much better. And then the defender is even more, and it gives a nice, basically 14% chance to evasion, highest hit chance. The Sunblade, across the board, other than evasion, drops back down, but a better sword. Excalibur, of course, with that 175, the only bad thing about it, no, nothing bad. It's got great evasion. Even its magic weight is very good. Now, Masamune can cast level 11 haste, and has much better attack, hit. Its evasion is lower. It's free to mages, so this is a pretty amazing sword. Then there's the Wild Rose, which is stronger. It gives plus 99 strength and intellect, and can cast level 16 Berserk. It's as strong as Excalibur, but better on the hit. Evasion is worse. You only get that in the Soul of Rebirth mission. And then if you do the Arcane Labyrinth, one of the bosses can give you Ragnarok, which is 100 and it's the best sword in the game. Furion can only use it. It gives you Spirit, Strength, Agility, Max Hit. The only downside is it's not very defensive. And it doesn't affect magic at all. But very good. So cool. Alright. So it's like an ultimate weapon for him. Alright, so in the third map, we do want to talk to these guys. Oh no, this is the fourth floor. Wait, no. Third? Wait, no. This is the fourth? I don't know. Maybe this is still just the cell. Still part of the third. Help us, please! Help us, please! Oh, this is just the people. Furion, it's you! You remember me, don't you, Paul? Greatest thief in all the world. Am I ever glad to see you? This is Joseph's daughter, Nelly. I think that bastard Morgan's been holding her hostage to threaten Joseph. Princess Hilda told you to bring her back some mithril, right? Well, that's normally where I step in. I figured out this is where the mithril was coming from, easy enough, so I thought I'd get the jump on you guys and nab the mithril before you could get here. Only I messed up and got caught. Me, of all people. Well, I know it, I'm in over my head. So long, but don't worry, I'll take everyone here with me. Thanks for saving us. I owe you one. Okay, so cool. If you could get out the whole time, I guess you're insinuating I cleared the way. Alright, so now we're on to fourth floor. Alright, fourth floor is called the Fire Tome floor. We're gonna wrap. There is. Oh no, that's not the Fire Tome. It has a Fire Tome. And I don't really know who I want to give. Like, who do I give fire to? I guess I could give it to him. I have some room for him to have more magic. Or I could just sit on it. You know, give it to, like, one of my other side characters. Because I don't need it right now. I don't really have anybody I need to have fire magic. But that's kind of it for... We need to go... That's all that's on this floor. We need to go in this middle junction, the top path. The way out. The others are all dead ends. 7 goblin guards, you say? Wow. I mean, it must have had a bad hit on that soldier boy. 200 gil. Didn't lose agility. Alright, that was great. Now we're on the final floor of the dungeon. Okay, before we move on, bows. So the initial bow is only a 1 attack. Lame. The long bow that we just bought is 5 times as strong. The mithril bow eventually is almost 3 times as strong as that. Of course, the starting bow hit percentage is a little better. I think that was one of the things that they changed. I don't know, but the rest are all pretty much on par. Okay, the dark bow will be the next one. It's twice as strong as the mithril. It inflicts blind on hit, but its chance to hit is atrocious, so it also is terrible. And then later you'll find a much better bow, the flame bow, which you can find or buy, and it's not only is it better, but its chance to hit is almost back to the beginning. And then the ice bow, after that, even stronger. We're now looking at 56 attack, and it's back to the starting level. And Yoichi's bow, found much nearer to the end of the game, casts Berserk, has a great hit and attack, basically her ultimate weapon. But then if you do the Arcane Labyrinth, then you will get the Artemis Bow from Maria with 50 intelligence, 30 strength, 99 magic, and just out of this world hit and attack. And it even gives a small pinch to evade, which the others do not do. Alright, so this is our last floor. We want to skip the ending, which is the boss, I suppose. Alright, you see a long bridge and 2 doors above. The left door contains the boss. It's guarding the mithril. We want the teleport tome first. Okay, so we're going all the way over. You dirty so-and-sos. Shank, shank. No. Yes. Okay. So apparently... Okay, so I don't know... Now, who do I want to have teleport? I feel like that's another one we could save. Where's the sun? Yeah. Uh-oh, monster in a box. Land turtle. Okay. I'm gonna do teleport on you. We're gonna use some magic on these fools. No damage? Uh-oh. What about fire? Yeah. Okay, so that's all it took. Alright. Teleport was... That was the one that I gained for myself. So, do I need a second teleport? I don't think I have that listed. No, I don't. I don't have the room for teleport, so he's not going to take it. We're going to just save that one too. Maybe there's another character that we're like, hey, I'd like you to have some white magic. Okay, so this is maybe where the boss is. Let's read about the boss. Okay, basically, when we fight the boss, we want to use offensive magic. We should be fine. But that's about it. Okay. And then we're gonna. It says we should just use teleport to escape from the dungeon. Okay. So, also, by the way, let's look at axes. The starting axe is a strong axe, 10 damage. That's stronger than any of the other weapons, with a 55% chance to hit, 2 evasion. Battle axe is what we just bought, so you get 50% stronger, but the chance to hit goes down by 10%. Mithril axe is now more than twice as strong as the original. But everything else stays on par. Then the Demon Axe now is 27, so almost 3 times as stronger. Then more than twice as strong as the Demon Axe, you will suddenly jump up to the Ogre Killer, which is also strong against giants, and it makes up some of that hit percentage to be back to 50. And then the Poison Axe, ultimately a 76 axe that also is Poison Element and inflicts Poison status, and is back to that starting percent. The ultimate originally was the Rune Axe. Almost as strong as the Ultima weapon. Good chance to hit. Casts Fog on use and is extra good against mages. And if you do the Arcane Labyrinth, you can get the Gigantax also, which is a guy only 99 strength and stam weapon with 199 power. Whoa. Alright, let's fight this boss. Well, not the Sasquatch. Guy's HP went up. Wait, am I at the wrong door? I am. Oh, that's what they said. This is one of those rooms where every hit is... like, every 2 steps is a fight. Whoopsie. Okay, so these are the green slimes. These are the ones that are magic only. Okay, so this is a good time to... I wonder what happens if you cast life without needing to. Let's see if I cast on both. That might kill them both, to be honest. Look at that when you cast on both. Ah, she crushed it. Her HP went up from watching other people's HP go down. Alright, I messed that up. Okay, try this again, guys. Try this again. Uh-oh. Let's see what happens. We can't kill them all at a time. How bad are they going to hit us? So, I can't remember if it was they automatically blow up in the old version and now they need to reach a threshold, or if it's the other way around. Okay, so here's the boss. There he is. Hey, rebels, never thought I'd have to deal with your kind down here. Well, if you think you're getting mithril, you're right. My mithril blade straight through your heart. You rude son of a... Alright. Let's go with some curing. And how about you go with some fireballing? Minwoo? Why don't you cure too? Everybody else can cure. Minwoo is a curing machine. 1,000? Yeah, why not? Oh. Actually pretty good. Okay, they're all healed up. That's good. Now, let's see what happens if we do. Life. Can we cast it in the middle of a fight? 0 damage. Ow. Like, does just casting it give us a point? We're gonna... Oh. I really feel like he's probably gonna die after that. No, he did. That angel's getting jiggy with it. Yep, I like the memory thing. I should have had that before. That was a little easier. Maria's all about that destructive life here. Yeah. Toyed with you. Furion's cure went up. Got mithril armor. That's dope. His life did go up some points from that, so that's good. Alright, what does that do? Yes, mithril armor is up. And mithril from the chest. We did it. Okay. Now we are leaving to an... I'm gonna have him do teleport. Whoa! Why did it bring my magic so low? The Hexies. Minwoo! Thanks, Minwoo. Okay. I guess that's the cost of warping out. Alright, so this part's called After the Falls. Before we look at that, let's look at the staves. So the original staff is for hit, 70% attack, 70% hit, 2 evade, and only a 5% reduction to magic, whereas most weapons have 50%. The mace, which we now have, is a little bit double that effectively, hits 10% less, and the magic reduction gets 20%. The mithril mace goes up to 16, so almost double. Nothing else changes. The werebuster, almost double that at 28, but a 2% increase to hit. And it's effective against werefiends. The mage's staff jumps up to 40 and a 64%, and it's back to being a magical staff, so 5% reduction. And it gives you level 5 thunder on cast. The power staff is back to being a melee staff. It does go up to 66% and 53 attacks, so a little bit more than a quarter stronger with a 20% decrease. And the wizard staff is a level 16 scourge spell. That is a magic wielding staff, and the hit rate is just inching up, and attack stronger at 64. The healing staff heals the target on hit, 78, with a great hit percentage. Magic staff. The diamond mace is also a magic staff, 90 attack and a 75% chance of good. That would be the ultimate heal staff, but in Soul of Rebirth, you can also get the Minwu only Stardust Rod, which is just as strong as the healing staff, but it has a greater hit chance for worse evade. But it will cast Fire level 16 on use, so it gives him some attack magic, as well as giving him 99 spirit, intellect, and magic. And if you do the Arcane Labyrinth, you can get the Staff of Light, which is a Minwu only item that gives 50 spirit, magic, and intelligence. So it's only a 60 though. It's not as good as the others. Karate is bare hands. That's it. So if it's a starting weapon of Joseph, and you can do nothing with it. Anyway. Alright, meanwhile, after the falls, we have cast this. We need to hike back to Salamand, talk to Joseph. But now we have the mithril, so we don't even need Joseph. Go all the way back to Altair. And then so that's our step one. Once we get to Altair, before we visit Hildur, we want to visit the weapon shop and tell Tobal that we have the mithril, and he will start immediately selling mithril gear at his shop. Then speak with her, and she says that we have thrown she will tell us that the outcome of us stealing the mithril, and we will have to have a new mission to find out how they are doing. The next mission is check on the progress of them building the dreadnought. Okay, so that's our next mission. Palm and Poft. Mithril spear, sword, axe, bow. So we are going to need to go to all of these places to buy mithril weapons. I don't think I can go down here, can I? No. Alright, so time to walk back. I have quite a while of walking to do. And that, how we on time, that's probably going to be just about all yeah. I think if we complete this chapter, this is about where we're at today. Alright. Like the thing said, diminishing returns. Doesn't really matter. I mean, I would imagine we'll get some gil for all of this. Oh, I should have made sure. Where am I on the map? Yeah, we need to go to... Going all the way... Oh, going all the way back to Altair. Way back down there. Is that the ferry that they're showing us? Yeah. Gatria, we haven't been there. Paloom, Poft, those two towns. Salamand is where we were. Finn, we weren't originally there. Oh, we did go there. Summit Falls. Alright, so we are walking up and around this place. Okay, so yeah, it's a bit of a hike, but we're basically invincible to these stupid mobs. So that's basically the guy we just fought. So I got through crazy day at work. I have about a month to prepare for the next round of this, which is basically what I did today, but like back to back, like 3 times, like over the course of 2 weeks. And because it requires so much manpower and prep to run my operation today. I basically run a command center in the station. In my office itself, I'll have about 8 or so people running tasks for me, some of them monitoring computers, responding. I will typically orchestrate the whole thing, and then I will respond to issues that are more technical, that require more experience, that very few people can do. So then I will usually go run up and basically handle the harder problems. And then as the operation winds down for the day, I will then take over. Everybody else gets kind of freed up. But meanwhile, I mean, we are directing... Where am I at? Oh yeah, you do have to pass through this lake. That was part of it. 100 or so people? Okay. We're going to Altair. So I'm... And then those 100 people are then in turn managing. So we are directing about 100 people who are in turn managing around over 1,000 more. So it's a fun little operation. All right, let's tell this guy. Oh, this is our dude. What could you want with me? I'm just an old man. Oh, but we can show him. The Mithrin? Oh, that's Mithrin! I've been waiting for the chance to work with this method for as long as I can remember. Alright, leave it to me. Leave the rest to me. Swords, armor, you name it, I'll start pounding it out. It's been too long since I let my hammer ring. Bing, 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 bing. Alright, so we should now be able to buy... You can buy the equipment I made over at the shop counter. This will keep my hands full, I'll tell you that. Alright, so let's get out of here because we have to go to Poft. We'll come back here in a mo to check out what's for sale. But actually, Poft will have its own stuff for sale, so we got to go there first. And I mean, it's a good thing that we have 4,000 gil, so I hope that's enough to buy weapons. From this town right here. Anyway, it was actually really good today. There were no... Are you freaking kidding me? I just wasted 32 gil. I guess it's whatever. There's almost always some catastrophic thing. Alright, so now we can buy 1 mithril spear. 1 mithril sword, 1 mithril axe, 1 mithril bow. What is a spear? Oh, like javelin, right? But he's barehanded right now. But sure. Now there's no mithril knife, so I'm not doing that for her. But he can absolutely do the mithril axe. Yeah, good job, buddy. And he can equip the mithril staff. Is that a thing? No, it is not. Forget I said anything. Alright, I'm a little worried about our ability to... I think we only have like 2 more weapons to buy, but there's going to be armor. The armor is what I'm worried about. So I might be willing to sell some potions and stuff, just to not have to do this. Alright, so I'm not even caring about the inn or anything like that. Let's just see what we have to buy. Things are getting expensive. Okay. Alright, so now a new mithril knife for her. A new mithril mace for him. And we already have mithril spear and sword. We're down to 700. Now, I don't want to lose my... Oh, what let's see if he has anything more to say. No time to talk. There's work to be done. So that's cool, though. By doing this, we have, like, unlocked mithril gear in the game, which is, obviously, as you can see, significantly better. Okay, what does this guy say? He's got 4 mithril. This guy had the original trash, so now there's mithril shops. Alright, we basically need a full set for everybody. He already has 1 mithril armor, so this does suck. So we're gonna need 1,200, 2,400... 4,500, another 5,000. Dagnabbit. So, just when you thought it was all good, we are back to grinding another 5,000. So we're going to head back up to the Snow Kingdom. And once we get back up there, that's where we're going to log today. Because that's our life now. We are going to walk back to the Snow Kingdom. And on the next episode, we're going to do just like we did this time, where we're going to alternate between casting spells and leveling up our stats, and that's leveling up our magic, while we grind out another $5,000 for more gear. Yeah, I guess we could have saved 1,000 on that teleport spell. But, whatever. I mean, and we never told Joseph either that we saved his daughter. I don't know if we're supposed to go back there. Sure. I mean, I like that we're fighting these dudes. Yeah, so because we had hit a couple goblins there, that's 1,100. Maybe we'll get more dudes now. I don't know. Everybody likes more dudes. Alright, so there's our little town. And this is where we'll save here. And we will save. End game. Okay. Because where are we at on time? Yeah, we should. This is a good stopping point before we start a whole other grind. All right, so when we get back, yep. I mean, I'm glad they've nerfed the prices some. So after this, next time we're gonna kick off and get the mission to Bathska. I don't remember where Bathsk is at. Is that on our list? It is not. So we're going to be going on a mission to Basque. That's the next one. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 missions in the game, in addition to the 2 extra things. The Arcane Labyrinth and the extra mission, the Soul of Rebirth. Okay. So the Arcane Labyrinth, what is said about that one? Looks like it's just a stub. Oh my. No information at all. Final Fantasy II, Arcane Labyrinth. What do people say about that? It consists of 4 areas, 3 dungeons from player-generated floors. The 4th unlocked by the other 3. There are 3. Southwest, one is west of Salamand. Oh, we can already access it. Oh my gosh, I am not looking forward to this. How strong are they? I don't know. Level suggested. The Arcane Labyrinth has some kind of scaling. You're intended to run through it multiple times to get each character's unique weapon, since it's exclusive to them. Okay. You need a certain amount of words, around 15. They're just saying it sucks. But not a lot of suggestions. What do they really say? Sooner or later. Okay. You'll need each and every single word you've learned. I always do the quest. You lose your chance if the guest character leaves for good. You need every single word. Wow, that's kind of useful. Okay. So these are the best time depending on the weapon. So for Minwu, because you want to do it for each of the characters. You want to run it for the end. You should be able to wrap up any new key term levels, significant stat boost, blah, blah, blah. The biggest trawl. Okay, I like this though. This is a good little thing here. Basically, it says, after the Dreadnought launches, but before returning to Altair, Minwu's dungeon. And then if you saw it was like, I need a freaking better guide. Okay. To find the level, okay, Wild Rose, gain word, tracking, fight and kill all the enemy knights. The first 2 levels not hard. What is it? Okay, where does it say? Ba 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 ba. To find the level. Yeah, I don't know where you'd go. Then that gives you a word, tracking. Tracking, you don't gain a word but you gain a level hint. Mithril gives you the word mirror. Mirror gives you a hint. And you need the word dreadnought. Gives you the word aquifer. Aquifer gives you the word cave. Cave gives you the word wizard. Wizard gives you the word candelabra. Candelabra is a sort of a dead end. Yeah, so that is the actual words. Fine. It gives you some hints on each of the actual word levels, but it doesn't tell you like a more basic, like a better, hey, what do you do here? It says there are 45 possible floors. Okay, there are 3 arcane labyrinths. We can already access one. I think we might even be able to access the second one. Oh no, this is just the northwest. Yeah, I almost think we can access both already of those two. The southern keep. And we're already by some of these. When the player enters, That's what the guy was telling me about. I had this dream, I chased this flame. He's talking about these arcane labyrinths. Okay. There are 45 possible floor types. You can only have 21. What the heck? Alright. So it's telling you what you need. So for instance, to get Minwu, we would need to have either the wind, candelabra, or sunfire words. Eventually this will give him the staff of light. We have wild rose already. We also have mithril. What the? This is crazy. This is weird. Wow, it's just quite complicated. Okay. I feel like I'm getting sucked. I don't need the end game. What is the arcane labyrinth? No. I'm scrolling all of that. That looks like okay. Alright, so that doesn't even talk about it. That's just like spoilers. Walk through Final Fantasy II. Okay, so each floor, guide through, I will tell which words should be used to receive the ultimate weapon. Okay, so Wild Rose. Then you can get the tracking password. Mithril. Okay, so first of all, what words do we need for Minwu? We need some of these. We can use Wild Rose, which will unlock tracking, but Mithril is also not strangely wizard. The earliest you can get this weapon is after the dreadnought attacks the town. So this is optimal when we want to get it. So basically, that's what we need to be checking. So you unlock these keywords from some of these other areas too. But all he gave us was the Minwu cave. He didn't tell me the next one. So it's a good start though. This is a good pass. So anyway, after the Dreadnought attacks the towns, we need to get back into the research, and that's when we should go after Minwu's ultimate weapon. And we're gonna have to, I guess, do this combo every time we get a character. And we cannot find a freaking good one. Do we have to There are 3 of them with 4 floors, one with 7 and the last with 10. I've tried using 5 keywords. That's not very helpful. AI sucks on things like this. Okay. Alright, not found. Keywords are divided into 4 categories. Some give good treasure, everything else. So Ultima Tome and Wizard will give you good treasure, but if you do Wild Rose and Ultima, because you need to transition to a nature, the left Black Mage tells you which corresponds, You want as many of the best words for the character to get the weapon for the entirety of the labyrinth. Each time you want a new weapon, you have to go through all 3 dungeons. What guide are they using? The guides are confusing. I don't know. Okay. Arcane. I spelled labyrinth wrong. Guide? Can I just look up a guide? Okay. Minwu's. No keywords are outside the scope. There are 4 main story items. Okay. Here's a dock somebody made. Run planner. Alright, so no encounters. I'm not sure. So you need Minwu's Staff of Light. Make a copy, use the drop downs and select the keywords. I can't. This is crazy. The sums to the left will track how many points the highest sum wins. What the freak? Okay, no thanks. That's more confusing. I feel like that's a technical... I mean, maybe if I knew more. Yeah, see, this is the keyword. So, for instance, Minwu. I'll have a compatibility score from 0 to 5. The compatibility scores, I see, will be added to the sum, even though it's not in that party. I gotcha. So, for Minwu, Wizard is his best one. Mirror and Wild Rose would be good. I just don't fully get it. guess it's going to be better to play. But either way, I'm learning that the best way to do it is to... But for Minu's case, I already corrected his 3 best keywords: Wizard, Mirror, and Wild Rose. You have to do all 3 Arcane Labyrinths. So 4, 7, and 10 floors respectively. It doesn't matter. No, it's the keywords you use over the course of the first 3 that determine the reward. Look up the classic game facts guide. I have no idea. Like, see how I've went through. I've went through the rabbit hole on this one. See, this one does seem to give you. Okay. So this guy says what the levels are, but that doesn't really give me everything I need. The earliest point, see, this is not a guide, this is a question. Up. Okay. So group 1, Wild Rose, Mithril, Dreadnought, Airship. It unlocks these 3 things. The Wizard floor and Candelabra floor are very dangerous, should be avoided. Put them early in the sequence. We can just save scum that. So this guy is... And then, so if I combine that with this guy, so basically you go to Wild Rose, this will unlock tracking. Tracking will give you a hint for mirror. Mirror, then you use Mithril, that will give you mirror. Mirror will give you a hint for darkness, nothing. Then you need Dreadnought. So we need that keyword, so we're still waiting that, which will give us the word Aquifer. Aquifer gives us the word Cave. Cave gives us the word Wizard. Wizard gives us the word Candelabra. Okay. And Candelabra does not give you any new word. So we will not be able to do anything else until we get the word Airship, where we can then open the next set. So that's what this guy's talking about. Where he then says, Dragon Claws. You need Candelabra, Mithril, Tracking, Wind. So we can do this. These 2, we will be able to access that pretty early. Then when we do this one, group 2, you will need Candelabra, Sunfire, Goddess's Bell, Dense Fog. So I see. In this one, we need Dreadnought. Ideally. I would wait until I could recruit Joseph. Do it with Joseph. Or wait until you recruit Gordon and do it with him. Okay. You need Pendant to clear the Wyvern's floor. Probability, intentional. Next group is special. This is tricky. This is crazy. And then this would give you Mask. Oh no, Longinus. And this opens up more. That will unlock your Ragnarok and then Palamecia gets you nothing. Revive or destroy. And then alright, so this is where this guy is actually, this is a good little message board. So in order of the compatibility, it indeed does blah blah blah. The game keeps a counter for each ultimate weapon. Ba ba ba. As you theorized, it's not a minimum. Small error. And nitty-gritty hacking. What is this? This is what this guy put. Copy the sheet, use the drop downs. I don't even see any drop downs unless it's and select the keywords you're going to use for each dungeon floor. How many points you have toward every character's ultimate weapon. The highest sum wins, which will be okay. So this is kind of showing you why. Okay. So you have wild, this is what you can do after each. So at some point, Minwu leaves. You need to do Minwu's sometime before here. It says the best is here at Dreadnought. This is tricky. Alright, well I spent like 20 minutes now starting to try to understand this, and I don't know that. I don't know. Not sure, guys. We're gonna get into this deeper, I guess, but I guess the short and dirty of it, we have learned that we gotta wait till Arcane. I like this thing right here. This is pretty good. Maybe I'm gonna save this because this also has the this little guide that has the link to that. And I think the only other thing is I do like this. See, these are all game and walkthrough. Arcane Lab. This is this one. Yeah, and then he kind of goes to discuss each area, which is pretty nice. FAQ. Yeah, so this is Staff of Light. The keywords you can obtain. Aquifer. Okay, so like Wild Rose opens tracking. Mithril opens mirror. Minwu opens. Once you have Minwu, you can get Dreadnought, which opens up Aquifer, Cave, Wizard, Candelabra, and I think that's all you need, because Wizard is his best one. You can also gain Airship and Sunfire, Goddess's Bell, Dense Fog. This last weekend in particular adds to the story. Okay, the following are keywords with each category reflecting how ecstatic the wizard is about the character's affinity. What prize you get seems to depend on some kind of point system. You don't need to only use words. As one, I was able to do it with 10 of the highest ranked word, and one does not bode well. So essentially, that's what we want. We want... And I think once we run the dungeons some, it'll help us with... Yeah. Bro, this is crazy. Alright, thanks everybody for watching, listening, and tuning in. We will continue to dive down that freaking rabbit hole next time. And I'll see you guys in the very next episode of Lore of Warcraft. Actually, Lore of Final Fantasy next week. This one's in the pipe, 5x5.